Travis Hunter, Heisman Trophy, Ashton, go.
Yeah, this has been one of the more unique times in my lifetime. I mean, if back in 2022, and I said this yesterday when I was reflecting on Travis Hunter, just the reality. I mean, I'm in media now, and so I call it like it is. I try not to, do anything from any angle of bitterness, any angle of, jealousy or anything like that. But like the reality of the situation is if somebody would have come up to me on the sideline in the final game of the 2022 season, we're down, I think about 30 some odd points in the second quarter to Utah, who ended up winning the conference championship, and said, hey, by the way, this school that you're coaching at right now is going to have a Heisman Trophy winner in two years from about today. I'd have been like, yeah, you're an idiot. I'm going to punch you in the face and we're going to move on.
Yeah, we're going to fight. We're going to fight now because now you're mocking us.
Yeah. And that is the amazing nature of what has transpired with Coach Prime, with Travis Hunter, and with Shedeur Sanders. And, I think it was one of those awards that for me, I didn't envision also having somebody from my alma mater, a place that I played at. I mean, I was played at Boise State 2004. I'm involved with the media. I do a Bronco Nation News podcast stuff every Wednesday. I'm doing a bunch of pregame, postgame shows. So I do think I'm a bit in a unique space here because I think I'm caught dead ass in between the CU fan base, who I represent in the media here in Colorado, and then I'm in between the Boise fan base, who I represent in Boise, Idaho, certainly from my home studio here. The difference between me and both of those people is that I watched every freaking snap of both of these players for the last 2 years, every snap, because my responsibility as a member of the media and somebody that people might look to or might not, I don't really care, but they look to me to evaluate and analyze exactly what I see. And so I know these two players. I know them really well, and I know everything about them. I know good, bad, in terms of football, right? Anything else that's like, and there's a lot of takes about, well, Ashton's a better kid than Travis. Really? Like, they're both pretty awesome kids. They both have zero priors. That's for damn sure. They both are great representatives of their university. They both exemplify, at least in front of a camera, which you and I both know, Chaz. Who knows, right? We don't know what's actually going on behind the scenes unless you're there on a daily basis, but they exemplify humility. And I just, these two players were extremely deserving of the Heisman Trophy. And that's why the vote was what it was. It wasn't because of some type of, national media bias. That wasn't it. I think these two players were, I think, unicorns. And Travis is I think a unicorn in a different sense than anybody maybe in the history of college football. But Ashton Jeanty in the era of soft football is the anti-soft football running back in college football. When's the last time we saw a true certified badass that carried a team to a playoff? And so
it's been a while, and usually those running backs win the Heisman. So, okay, so let me ask you this, okay? I don't think that we've had this kind of decisiveness in the Heisman Trophy, right? Like, the voting and how everybody's talking about it ever, right? I don't think ever, because it got personal, like, to a point.
Dude, it was insane.
It didn't get personal with Peyton Manning and Charles Woodson. Like, why this year? Why is Travis so polarizing that people are like angry? I think that Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel, it's nice that you're there,
right?
But the two in the middle should have, like, if you could split the trophy, maybe they would have split it. I don't know, but I feel like they got it right, obviously, because I'm biased. But if Gentry would have won, I wouldn't have been like, man, Travis got robbed. I would have been like, bro, that kid, yeah, he won the Heisman. That's an incredible season. It was so incredible, it beat an all-time season. Now, that didn't end up happening, thank God. But why can't people just appreciate both these two? Why does it have to be, like, against each other? I know they're going for the trophy, but they're not playing each other. I mean, it's all voted on.
Well, I had a lot of fun this year. Anytime I tweeted something out positively about, say, Ashton Jeanty, all of a sudden I would get just absolutely obliterated by CU fans. You're not a real one. I'm like, dude, all I said is the guy's a good player. Didn't say he's the best player in college football. I just said that he had a really good game against Oregon and Washington State. Like, it is what it is. And then on the flip side, I mean, guys, right my family, we have a divided loyalty. I mean, we live in Colorado. We love CU. But, my son was born in Boise, Idaho, my 10-year-old son.
That's your alma mater, bro.
Yeah. I mean, 5 years.
They'll always be number one.
Yeah. In 5 years of building that place up as a player, not me, but my teammates, and you go through the blood, sweat, and tears, man, like that place means something to me. And one thing I'll say is, we watched the Heisman ceremony as a family, and I just went around and did a little straw poll in my family. It was hilarious, man. I'm not going to reveal those numbers, but it was interesting. A little bit more divisive than you would have thought. But my wife, who is, I would say she's one of the most perceptive people on planet Earth. She can sniff out a bullshitter as fast as anybody. She watched the Travis Hunter acceptance speech, and she was in tears. And we don't have any true connection to Travis. We don't have any true emotional, deep 30-year connection to the University of Colorado. We just saw a dude being real. And so I tweeted out right after, I'm like, this is the best. I think this is arguably the most genuine and emotional acceptance speech for any award it could be the Academy Awards. It could be, an ESPY. It doesn't matter. And it was just that you saw a guy without his notes and a pre-recorded, pre-rehearsed speech memorized. He just spoke from the heart. The embrace with Coach Prime. Dude, that was real. Like I told my wife, I was like, that is different than your average dap up the head coach and then go get your award. That was deeply rooted in a journey where Travis is largely where he is because of Coach Prime, and Coach Prime in the position he's at right now is largely where he is in the stature of being a coach because of Travis Hunter. And I think that's an awesome, beautiful two-way street. And so I tweet that out about it being one of the most genuine, and I've been saying this for months as Boise State fans. My people, I mean, they're my people. They've been just absolutely, just character assassinating Travis Hunter. I'm like, dude, I live here. I cover this team for Altitude Sports Radio. Like, I would talk about it every day. This guy's a really good kid. Like, he's the opposite of a bad kid. Right. So what the hell are you saying? So I just said, as I've been saying for months, this guy is as good of a human being off the field as he is on the field as a player. And I mean, you would have thought, I had people telling me that my daughter was ugly. I mean, it was the craziest thing ever. I'm like, guys, you realize I'm one of you? Do you realize that I'm the one that probably is most qualified to have this conversation? Because
same, but different.
Yeah. It's like, and so I got to the point where I texted you, Matt, yesterday. I almost didn't come on here because I was like, dude, I'm honestly sick of this, like being caught in between this stupid web of just shade being thrown from every direction. I'm like, it's probably good to go to, my psychiatrist, Matt McChesney, and air it out, and have some real conversations.
I mean, and if I'm your shrink, we're probably going to have some real fun. Because all the bad ideas you come up with, I'm going to be like, let's go do it. Let's see what happens.